Thank you for giving me this amazing platform so that I could continue making sure that my husband's voice is heard, despite all odds, because this is what the regime wants to do. It wants to silence these voices, and I will not let that happen. Over the past year, I have often been lost for words to describe the heartbreak, the sadness, the fury at seeing so many innocent lives lost in this terrible war that the Russian state is leading against Ukraine. At Ukrainian cities being annihilated, at families being torn apart, at seeing Russian soldiers and members of paramilitary groups commit unthinkable atrocities. The fury at seeing so many innocent lives. I'm often lost for words, and yet words are my only weapon, my only means to make the world see, to make sure no one turns away or decides that it's time to go to business as usual and start looking for compromises yet again in dealing with a bully and a murderer.
Thank you very much for giving me this prize, but be aware there are far more people.
When asking for a 25-year prison sentence for my husband, prosecutor Loktionov made a very revealing statement. Talking about Vladimir, he said, "This is our enemy who must be punished." In a sense, he told the truth. Vladimir indeed rejects everything this government stands for. The things dictatorships of the world are most afraid of are the truth and that inner freedom that makes people stand up to the worst monsters, that refusal to be intimidated, to be scared into silence. Time and again throughout history, dictators underestimated that power of moral courage in the face of an all-powerful repressive state. That courage that time and again proves to be stronger than military might. As Vladimir would say, the night is the darkest before the dawn. We will prevail, and Russia will be free, because we are Russians too, and we refuse to be scared.
And again, also Natalia, thank you very much for being here with us. Later this week we will have a special event where we...
In a civilized world respecting human rights, democracy and the rule of law, political prisoners should not exist. Political prisoners whose only mistake it is to have diverging views from the power in place and who couldn't stay silent even at the cost of their personal freedom, like Vladimir, are unfortunately not the only victims of repression.
As the leaders of political groups and the president of the...
We are all dedicated to help political prisoners. They need our help, but we should not forget their families.
Are unfortunately not the only victims of repression. Their families, many